An object's mass is the same everywhere, so why does its weight differ? Because gravity is different. Among the products of photosynthesis, what is the main storage nutrient? Glucose. By what principle does a 3D printer create objects? Building up material layer by layer. What is the phenomenon in which light is sent back at the boundary between different media? Reflection. What is the phenomenon called when light bounces off a mirror? Reflection. Where are human red blood cells produced? In the bone marrow. By what principle can electricity be generated even without a permanent magnet? Electromagnetic induction. Which type of seismic wave is the fastest? The P wave. What is the planet that is closest to Earth in the solar system? Venus. With which type of change is the decrease in volume related when ice cream melts? Melting. Which planet appears the brightest as observed from Earth? Venus. Which scientist first discovered genes? Mendel. What is the largest bay on Earth? Bay of Bengal. What are the dark spots on the surface of the Sun called? Sunspots. What is the smallest unit of a pure substance that cannot be further decomposed? An atom. What do we call the device that a robot uses to move? An actuator. What is the unit used to express the intensity of sound? Decibel. What is the basic concept of isotopes? Atoms with the same atomic number but different numbers of neutrons. Which phenomenon is related to the cool feeling when spray is released from a can? Vaporization. In a paper cup telephone, what is the medium through which the sound is transmitted? String. What do we call the process by which heat moves directly within a liquid or a gas? Convection. What shape of lens can converge light to a single point? Convex. What do we call the bonds between atoms that make up a substance? Chemical bond. What are the structures in a cell that contain genetic information called? Chromosomes. What are the openings in plants through which carbon dioxide is absorbed and oxygen is released? Stomata. Which physical quantity determines pitch among the three elements of sound? Frequency. What does a carbon footprint refer to? An individual's greenhouse gas emissions. Why is Mars a major target for exploration? Because of the possibility that it could support life. In which direction does conventional electric current flow? From the positive terminal to the negative terminal. What structures in plant leaves carry out gas exchange? Stomata. What do you call material composed of small particles produced when rocks are weathered and eroded? Soil. What is the collective term for the organs that secrete hormones? Endocrine system. The reason we must wear seatbelts is due to which law? The law of inertia. What is the function of the cerebellum? Control of movement and maintenance of balance. In a chemical reaction, what does not disappear when reactants change into products? Mass. How does the sun produce energy? Nuclear fusion reactions. When the contact surfaces of two objects become rougher, how does the frictional force between them change? It increases. What force allows a moving car to come to a stop? Frictional force. What is the deepest part of the seafloor topography called? An ocean trench. Saliva begins the breakdown of which nutrient? Carbohydrates. Thanks for watching all the way through. Share your science knowledge in the comments. Your support helps us create even more science quizzes. See you in the next one.